What is up, you guys? This is ThatKneeGah, and I'm here with a regular posted commentary, whatever you want to call it. And I decided to do like a post commentary just because I want to talk about this NBA free agency, because it's just so crazy right now. It's ridiculous right now, man. So I think it deserves for me to do a commentary about it, because it's just a lot of things are going on, and I just want to talk about a few players, not like everyone that's in the free agency, just the main players that Sports Center and everyone else is talking about. So let's get this started, man. First of all, we just got the news that Chandler Parsons is signing with the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks, 3-year deal, $45 million. So that, I mean, that's good for the Mavericks, man. You got Monte there. You got Dirk. He re-signed with the Mavericks too. I think it was like 3 years. So like Dirk is not going anywhere. Dirk loves Dallas. He's not going anywhere, man. So Dallas is still going to be a strong team. And Chandler Parsons is a good player, man. He is a great player, man. And I think he fits the team pretty well. So I think the Mavericks are in good shape. And they have other people that can score now. Instead of Monte and Dirk, you got Chandler Parsons, and he can definitely do something on the offensive side for the Mavericks. So that's good for the Mavericks, man. Just hopefully they don't lose Shawn Marion. That would be bad, because Shawn Marion, even though he's kind of old, he plays really good defense. He really does, and he's such a great basketball player. So it's not someone you want to lose, but we'll see about that. Now let's talk about LeBron James. Everyone wants to talk about LeBron James. I mean, it's just crazy right now, because LeBron James has so many options. Now we all know he's not going to the Rockets anymore. He's not going to the Bulls anymore. He's not going to the Lakers anymore. It's mainly about the Cavaliers and back to Miami Heat. Now, I can see LeBron leaving Miami just because Miami doesn't really have any weapons anymore. You heard about Ray Allen, he might sign with the Cavaliers. Cavaliers are basically trying to free up cap space and trying to add additional players for LeBron. They really believe LeBron can come back. So, the Heat don't really have any role players like that anymore. They have D-Wade. Okay, he's definitely staying in Miami. You have Chris Bosh, and Chris Bosh is still iffy too. I'm gonna talk about him a little bit later, but he's still like, he might stay and he might go. Who knows? The Heat just signed Danny Granger, and he's getting kind of old, and plus we don't really know if he can really help the team. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can. But to be honest, I'm not sure, because the way he was playing on the Clippers was like, he was pretty quiet. And plus, when he was on the Pacers, he was injury prone. So I don't know if he will help the Heat or not. And plus, the Heat just got Josh McRoberts, whoever his name is, and he's okay. I think he's okay. He used to be on the Bobcats, so I think he's a pretty decent pickup for the Heat, because they also do need big mans. But like, it's crazy, man, because you just don't know what LeBron's thinking right now. Like, there's been reports saying that LeBron wants to go to the Cavaliers. It's a little bit of like signs, and people are saying this and that, but to be honest, we really don't know. We really don't know. Like, we don't know when we're gonna find out. It can be anytime this week, next week, a month. These players have until like all summer to make their decisions. So really, we don't know when they're gonna say what team they're gonna go to. We just don't know, but I'm hoping it's gonna be soon. Back to LeBron. I feel like LeBron might leave. I mean, just because Cavaliers are picking up all these players. They just got rid of Jared Jack to create some cap space. They just got who they just get? They're trying to get Ray Allen. They're trying to get Kevin Love too. I'm gonna talk about him too. So anyway, I could talk about him right now. Basically, they're trying to get Kevin Love, so that way it can be LeBron and Kevin Love, and they're trying to get LeBron to come to the Cavaliers and have some help that he didn't really have last year, because as you know, the Heat didn't really help LeBron James, especially in the finals. We all know the results in that game, so or in those finals. But like the Cavaliers are basically trying to get Kevin Love, and that would be nice because Kevin Love is not like a ball hog. He can pass it, he can score many ways, the post, 3-point shot, mid-range shot. He's definitely a great player, and I feel like LeBron can fit pretty well, or he can play pretty well with Kevin Love, so I can see that working out. And plus you still got Kyrie there. You still got Dion Waiters. Like, that's a pretty Tristan Thompson, I think. I mean, that's a pretty solid team. And Anthony Bennett, and we don't know how he's going to be. He was a huge disappointment last year, but I hope he really does something, man. I hope Anthony Bennett can do something, but we'll see about that. He's still questionable to me. I don't think he's that great, but we're gonna find out next season. And so in my head, I'm kind of thinking like, dang, LeBron actually might go back home, might go back to Cleveland, just because that's his home, and Cleveland has more options than the Heat right now, you know. But I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron stayed with the Heat, because you got D-Wade there still. Even though he's getting old, it's like they're good friends, they have great chemistry. You got Mick Roberts now and Danny Granger. Like, can't really go wrong. You got Norris Coles, I guess, Mario Chalmers, I think. I mean, like, I can see him staying, but I can see him going too. I wouldn't be surprised by either or decision he makes. And to be honest, if LeBron's decision impacts Chris Bosh's decision, because if you think about it, Chris Bosh, he does want to play with LeBron, and that's pretty much like Chris Bosh is thinking right now, you know, if I go back to Miami and LeBron doesn't go back to Miami, then we probably won't win a ring. But if LeBron goes back to Miami, I can possibly go back to Miami and we can become the big three again with better role players. So Chris Bosh is kind of thinking right now. Let me get to Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh is kind of thinking right now with the Rockets and back to Miami. Same thing as LeBron, but just different teams. Trying to figure out should they stay back to the old team or should they go to the new team. Now Chris Bosh going to the Rockets, man, that can be a dirty team when you think about it. They will have James Harden, Jeremy Lin. I think you should trade him. I mean, Rockets need a point guard regardless, but no more Chandler Parsons, okay, but you still got Dwight Howard, and if you have Chris Bosh, I mean, that's still a mean team. And Chandler Parsons is definitely replaceable, even though I like his play style, I like how he plays, he's definitely replaceable. But, you know, Chris Bosh going to the Rockets, that would be pretty dope. I can see that working out. So it's just like it all depends on where LeBron goes. I feel like Chris Bosh is not going to make his decision until after LeBron does, so we're gonna find out about that. And who else is getting traded? That's it, right? I talked about Kevin Love. He can, if he goes to the Cavaliers with LeBron, that'll be dirty, man. You know Kevin Love don't want to stay on no Timberwolves. You're not gonna win anything with that, man. Oh yeah, I almost forgot my boy Carmelo. Carmelo, man. This man doesn't have a ring. He's been on a good team. I think his best team he's been on was the Nuggets, and he almost had a legit chance actually doing something, but it just didn't work out with AI. AI was still pretty nice on that team, but that was it. They only had two people, AI and Carmelo. They didn't have a point guard, and that team just didn't. It wasn't a playoff team. You know, they had a pretty good coach, George Karl, but no, it just wasn't a playoff team. So, I think Carmelo, if he really wants to win, man, he would try to get on the Rockets. Now, the problem is, the Rockets believe Carmelo don't want to go to the Rockets, or don't want to go to Houston anymore, because he's just not, I guess they don't really, I feel like the Rockets don't believe, just because they offered Chris Bosh the money already, like $94 million or $88 million. I forgot how much, for 5 years, 4 years. So like they probably believed that like while Carmelo was doing the interview, it didn't sound like he was that excited to join the Rockets, even though that would be a pretty good team with Carmelo if he learned how to play defense, because Rockets have no defense, you know, not including Dwight Howard, but Rockets really don't have any defense. And sorry, Patrick Beverly, but that's it. And besides that, they don't really have any defense, so they would really have to teach, well not teach, but like they really have to get Carmelo to play defense and also pass the ball. But you know, it seems like Carmelo's not going to the Rockets. It's between the Lakers and back to the Knicks, and to be honest, I feel like he might stay on the Knicks, because if you think about it, man, like what is the point of him going to the Lakers? You know, you got Kobe Bryant, right? Well, I'm not gonna say Kobe Bryant is completely done, but I will say that he only has 2 more years in him, and you know, he's just gonna be playing just to play. I don't think Kobe expects any more championships from the Lakers organization, so you can forget that. And if Carmelo really wants to win a ring, he would. If I was Carmelo, I would stay on the Knicks for maybe 1 or 2 years, and then try going to free agency again and see what I can do. Because it looks like he's not going to the Rockets. He probably won't go to the Bulls. We just don't know. I think it's between the Lakers and the Knicks. And I mean, you can trust Phil Jackson. Obviously, you're not going to win anything the first year with Phil Jackson. The first full year with Phil Jackson there, and trying to make changes. They're trying to kind of rebuild a little bit, but and add some pieces. But like, you know, you can see how it works out, and you can see if maybe if Phil Jackson give him more time, he can possibly bring better players to the Knicks. So we'll find out, man. I believe Carmelo's going to stay with the Knicks. I believe LeBron is going to the Cavaliers, man. I don't know. That one's kind of iffy. He can do either or. I just can't predict. I believe Chris Bosh will probably go to the Rockets, and also Kevin Love, it looks like he might go to the Cavaliers, man. It's close, but we'll see how this goes. Just a crazy free agency, really exciting, man. Just that's what I love about sports. Just like so much can happen, so many things can surprise you. But that's the video, guys. And let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Who do you think is gonna go on which team? And you know, just let me know in the comments. We can have a nice discussion, talk about free agency. You know, a nice friendly discussion. No need to, you know, yell at each other, have arguments. No need for that, man. Just have a nice friendly discussion. That'll be straight. And once again, let me know how you guys feel about this free agency in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.